I think most important things for me is to how to move my experience for the other staffs and engineers by two things: how to be patient in the projects and how to be active. Patient with your problems, with your issue, and active how to solve it with a very good way to make the work going smoothly.
Suggest that the most important skills for engineers working in a humanitarian environment are probably not actually the technical skills, but it's more the coordination, communication, and flexibility or adaptability to deal with different situations and working with people who maybe are not technical in quite a kind of fast changing, sometimes informal environment. Having said that, having a good technical grounding is quite important because it gives you confidence and ability to adapt to new situations where there aren't necessarily good design codes or guidance. It's quite an interesting job. I mean, in the last 2 years working here, I've worked extensively with bamboo, which is a material I've never used before. And obviously I'm far from an expert, but I never really thought that I would be producing design guidance on how to use bamboo or build bamboo palisades or retaining structures.
International organization should build up the capacity of the local organization by increasing the training, workshop, and even time-based staff exchange to make the local partner able to handle and deliver high-quality projects with more efficiency.
An important skill is to be able to think holistically. Often we like to silo issues. I've worked on projects that are looking to reconstruct after a flood and sort of forget that the region is also seismic. Or when you're working on a construction project, well, that can also be viewed as an economic opportunity for the local area, and it can build on livelihood for women, and it can reduce embodied carbon and be fully accessible, and then you're really talking.
I'd also suggest that with more kind of climate-based work and increased risks, it's good, well, it's necessary that there is more focus on design and safety, and with increasing kind of needs around the world, resources need to be spent kind of efficiently. So work needs to be cost effective, because any money wasted in one place is money that's not being spent to help people who need it somewhere else.
We need to go in fully aware of the impact of Western frame practices, of power dynamics, of bias, and the profiling that happens. And we need to be continually asking ourselves these difficult and uncomfortable questions. You know, is the language that's being used appropriate? Am I taking up space that should be someone else's? You know, are the right people at the table or in this email chain or on this Zoom call? You know, and are they not just being consulted, but are they actually leading and making the decisions?
The technology that we lived in now, it's going faster and faster, so we can do that with make this technology serve our engineers, serve our staffs to develop the projects, to manage the projects in a very good way, and this can serve the population, the countries, all areas.
So as we reach a developmental tipping point, the impacts of climate change and other global challenges are becoming increasingly obvious. The COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted that there's no place or community which is immune from these potential impacts. We all need to improve our ability to adapt to and recover from these rapidly changing issues. And now more than ever, there's a need for humanitarian engineering in all aspects of our work through the built environment to tackle this issue of sustainable development and build resilience. In partnering with organisations like Red R, we expand the reach and effectiveness of our work, and in turn, support and amplify the work that they do, which creates further impact. The need for and value of these trusted partnerships has never been so important to us.